Always believed that AJ stops Tyson Fury, always. And having watched the Makhmudov fight, and I do expect Fury to be better in the AJ fight than he was against Makhmudov. I just believe that if AJ can go into that fight with confidence and belief, he stops Tyson Fury. I've always thought it, and I'm more confident than ever.
5 years ago, even 6, 7 years ago, I was going with AJ. Around the time, you know, just after he fought Klitschko and he was on this steam train.
Wave, yeah.
AJ of recent, AJ boxing, I think Fury probably picks him apart. But if AJ happens to get this, you know, rough and tough thing back where he wants to fight and just let shots off, if he hurt Fury how Usyk did, he'll finish.
Do you think AJ can beat him on points?
No. Definitely not. And I don't see Tyson Fury winning on points purely for the fact of if he's outboxing him and landing at will.
Guess what? I'm going with AJ for the fight, actually. I think
you're picking AJ outright?
Like,
I don't have to run a thought experiment with you? You're just picking AJ?
Absolutely, I'm picking AJ because I believe AJ has good timing to offset Fury's speed. I believe AJ chin is a lot better than people give him credit for. And like you just said, Max, if we go off of both.
What if the biggest fight in British boxing finally happens, and Anthony Joshua becomes the man who does what many thought impossible by stopping Tyson Fury? And this is exactly what Eddie Hearn believes, as he predicts a brutal stoppage win for Anthony Joshua over Tyson Fury in their long-awaited clash.
Guy, guess what? He's never fought one. So we might be bang unlucky and he might be really, really good. But hopefully, and I believe with what I'm seeing, AJ will go out there and poleaxe this guy. And guess what? Once he does that, he's going to poleaxe Tyson Fury as well.
Coming from another perspective, Carl Froch believes Tyson Fury wins too easily, suggesting Anthony Joshua would have nothing left to prove after such a defeat.
But I think AJ gets beat on points, Tyson Fury, and gets outboxed. I think Fury keeps him out of the way. Manoeuvres him. He's past his best Fury, he's slowed down, but so is AJ. He's not throwing as many feints per round now. His hands, he's not throwing combination punches like he used to. Single shots, he gets hit a lot, which gives AJ a chance to chin him. But I don't think that he'll be in the right headspace. I don't really think he wants to box anymore. I don't know why he's doing it. You know what I mean? He's made the money, he's had the titles, and he's had a couple of bad losses, and I don't know how or why he would want to come back from that just for financial gain. And I think he'll find out in the camp that actually this ain't for me, I can't be arsed with this, and it will show in the fight if the fight happens.
What's your pick?
On the other hand, Tony Bellew does not see a scenario where Tyson Fury wins on points against Anthony Joshua in their highly anticipated showdown.
Come out and say I really genuinely think this is going to happen is it ain't going the distance. The fight ain't going the distance. I don't think anyone wins on points. I think and I make that, and the reason I can't put my hand on me out and go I think it's Josh is because I need to see what he is when he gets in the ring in this next fight. I need to know that he's gone through a trophy camp. He needs to know. I don't want to curse it, but I've witnessed and I've studied boxing my whole life. It's the only thing I truly know and understand, and I just really hope we don't get a moment like Oliver McCall against Lennox Lewis and a fighter can implode because you've gone through that much in your personal life. It happened with Oliver McCall. We've seen it in the rematch with Lennox Lewis. He breaks on the way to the ring. He's broken. He's in tears. He's sobbing. He's in a ring. Lennox Lewis is teeing off on him. The greatest chin.
Before the Fury fight, Tony Bellew believes Anthony Joshua must first be tested against Christian Prenga before any fair prediction about the bigger clash can be made.
The case I could make for him is if he gets in that ring and lets his hands go for just 6 rounds, even if he thinks I'm going to just let them go, he's got the capabilities of knocking anybody out. And that's what I will be predicting. Joshua could knock him out, but like I said before, Tyson Fury on top, he's going to get the better. Tyson Fury, based off both of the last performances, you have to pick Tyson Fury. But I ain't going to pick someone until I've seen him in that ring. We need to revisit it, like I said before. Let him get in the ring against this guy, see where he's at. It won't tell us much, but getting through a camp will tell us everything. And then I think it's more of a fair prediction, but it ain't going the distance, this fight. I guarantee you that.
Adding to the mix, Anthony Yarde drops a bold prediction saying if Anthony Joshua comes in focused like Alexander Usyk, he will finish Tyson Fury. Imagine things going exactly as many expect.
AJ boxing, I think Fury probably picks him apart. But if AJ happens to get this, you know, rough and tough thing back where he wants to fight and just let shots off, if he hurt Fury how Usyk did, he'll finish him.
I was the exact opposite, you know.
Is it?
Yeah, I always favoured Fury, and the closer it gets towards now, when they're both a little bit longer in the tooth, no disrespect to either of them, I'm thinking AJ has a huge chance now, yeah.
But AJ's been through so much, right?
That's what makes it great, exactly. That's what makes me want to watch it.
The excitement would reach another level as Max Kellerman steps in and calls this fight a reference point like Jake Paul versus Joshua, where Anthony in this scenario is Jake Paul and Fury is Joshua. He believes this is a fight with full heavy stakes, with Fury not willing to risk everything or accept an upset loss, while Joshua brings pure grit and hard work, focused only on victory to cement his legacy.
Not that it's as extreme, but AJ is the Jake Paul and Tyson Fury is the AJ, in the sense that, man, it's bad for Tyson Fury at this point if he's upset by Anthony Joshua. And think about what it would mean for Anthony Joshua's legacy if he would win this fight. Like, it would finally prove the naysayers, and I'm looking at you, Shady, I know you're watching somewhere, it would finally prove the naysayers wrong about Anthony Joshua, because people love to focus on the lowlights of Joshua's career, not at the highlights of his career. This is a guy who not only beat Klitschko in an all-time great heavyweight fight, by the way, considering the stakes, 100,000 people watching, the previous era's champion against the heir apparent at that moment.
Malik Scott shared his thoughts, insisting that both fighters' performances will be judged by their most recent outings, comparing Tyson Fury's fight with Mahmoud Char and Anthony Joshua's bout with Jake Paul. He believes Joshua clearly stepped up his level, while Fury looked slightly off and showed signs of ring rust. That difference, according to Scott, is why he is leaning toward Joshua in this matchup over Fury in this fight.
I don't only just go for the underdogs because they're the underdog. And in this fight, I would consider AJ an underdog. So why am I speaking on that? I'm speaking on that because, to me, Fury is going in as the favorite off of how he looked in his last fight. And I believe just in general, most people have Fury as the favorite. I don't see it like that. So if we go off of last performances off of each, Jake Paul with AJ and Makhmudov with Tyson Fury, I believe with Tyson Fury, I believe AJ actually did some good things against Paul. It took him time to get to, catch up to him and cut off the ring and finally get him out of there, but he got it done. And I also believe that Fury looked good, and to me, I didn't see any ring rust.
Staying firm in a recent stance, Malik Scott insists he is picking Anthony Joshua because he believes Joshua's timing offsets Tyson Fury's speed and that Joshua's chin is far stronger than people give him credit for. He also points to how both fighters looked competitive in their two fights, with Alexander Usyk using those performances as a fair way to judge who now has more tools and more clean shots available heading into this potential heavyweight clash.
You're picking AJ outright? I don't have to run a thought experiment with you? You're just picking AJ?
Absolutely, I'm picking AJ because I believe AJ has good timing to offset Fury's speed. I believe AJ chin is a lot better than people give him credit for. And like you just said, Max, if we go off of both, how they both looked against Usyk, I believe the AJ that fought Usyk and the Tyson Fury that fought Usyk, I believe that makes for an incredible fight with both of them. Both of them had great fight with Usyk, especially AJ last fight with Usyk. It's not like he got ran over. That was a very competitive fight. Fury and Usyk was a very competitive fight. I believe AJ against Tyson Fury is an even more competitive fight at the stage that they're in their career.
In a recent exchange, Alexander Usyk gave his prediction on a potential Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua clash, and he did not hesitate when asked to step back and analyze it. When pressed as a fan who he thinks wins, having boxed both men twice, Usyk backed Joshua. He described him as a future undisputed champion, showing clear belief in his growth and ability at heavyweight. The moment even caught attention around the table, with reactions turning instantly toward Eddie Hearn, who could not hide his excitement hearing such strong support for Joshua from a fighter of Usyk's level.
If Tyson Fury send the fight with AJ, I do step back.
And watch as a fan? Who do you think wins that fight? You've boxed both of them twice. You've been...
AJ win. It's future undisputed champion,
Does that make you feel pretty good, Eddie Hearn, hearing that?
Amazing. The table nearly flew off.
And then comes the prediction from Francis Ganao, the man who has shared the ring with both of them. He insists that if the fight goes to a decision, it will favor Tyson Fury, while a knockout result would likely come early with Anthony Joshua having the stronger chance. However, if Joshua fails to close the show in the early rounds, Gano believes dragging the fight into the later stages only reduces his chances and ultimately opens the door for Fury to take control and win.
On how the fight goes, I think if it's gonna be like go to decision, I give the decision. I will pick Fury if this fight go to decision. And then if it's like a knockout, I think Joshua has a chance early in the round. But as far as the fight goes, it's going to be way off on the Fury favor.
Okay, well,
stepping into the discussion, Dave Allen gives his prediction, breaking it down by saying neither Anthony Joshua nor Tyson Fury are at their absolute best now, and this is a fight that should have happened back in 2017 or 2018. He believes at this stage it is all about who has more left in the tank and how much they can still produce under pressure. Having sparred Fury before, Allen leans toward Fury winning the battle, but even then he admits he does not say it with full confidence.
I sparred the best Fury and I sparred probably not the best Joshua, I sparred the best Fury. The best Fury, in my opinion, is the best they've worked in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
But we haven't got that Fury anymore. And we haven't got the best Joshua no more. No way, we can't have the too old, had too many hard fights, had too much inactivity.
Yeah.
So I think it's about who's got the most left. I don't think we'll find out. The winner of this fight won't be the best necessarily. Just who's got the most left in 2026. This should have happened in 2018, 2019, shouldn't it really? 2017.
Yeah. So who do you think?
I think Fury wins.
Yeah.
But with no confidence at all. I would give that prediction.
Sharing his thoughts, Simon Jordan says he believes Tyson Fury would still beat Anthony Joshua. He feels nothing has changed in his opinion over the years, adding that both fighters are now past their peak. For Jordan, the key question is who has declined the most, rather than who is better at their best. He explains that Fury would likely win on points due to his ring intelligence, although he acknowledges concerns raised by Johnny Nelson about Fury's legs not being what they used to be. While Joshua still carries dangerous power, still he expects a massive British spectacle at Wembley that would lift the entire sport.
Who do I think wins? I think Fury will beat him. I've always felt Fury will beat him. I think nothing's changed. They're both diminished. So if I felt the best versions of one another, it's about who's diminished the most.
How does Fury beat him? Outpoint him?
I just think he's a clever fighter. I think he can. The challenge with that is if he's a clever fighter and people make the Johnny Nelson is far more educated than me, talks about the fact that Fury's not got his legs anymore. And his legs get him out of trouble. And the fact that Joshua can still punch, we've seen him throw big punches still, not recently against anyone of any meaning, but we know he's still got it. So listen, all of it will be a media spectacle that will bring out the best of British sport. It'll bring out the best of Wembley Stadium. It'll bring out the fabulous British fans that are far better than any boxing fans in any country around the world.
But adding to the mix, David Price believes Fury can get the job done, but warns it will not be easy. He highlights how Anthony Joshua is dangerous in the mid-range, especially with his hook, uppercut, and powerful combinations. Price says Fury must be extremely careful, keep Joshua at long range, and avoid getting drawn into exchanges where Joshua's power could change the fight in an instant and shift momentum completely.
I think Tyson Fury still, I'm leaning towards to beat Anthony Joshua. I think he'll just outbox him for 12 rounds. But I've always had in my head that fighter, Anthony Joshua's dangerous punches and mid-range hooks and uppercuts. So Fury's just got to keep him long all night long and tie him up inside. But Joshua is really good up close and can get really good leverage on his shots. Most of his knockouts are hooks, uppercuts, that type of punch. Not really long right hands. So I think Fury got to keep him off balance all night. All that feinting, all that switching. And win on points, I think, at this stage,
Eddie Hearn holds a strong belief in Anthony Joshua, backing him with full confidence ahead of any major showdown. However, standing in Joshua's way is Christian Prenga, who brings a bold and dangerous mindset of his own. Prenga believes the fight with Tyson Fury will not even materialize the way people expect because he plans to come in and knock Joshua out before that ever happens. It is a confident statement that adds another layer of tension to Joshua's path and raises the stakes around every potential matchup moving forward.
Knockout, brother. I'm not going for a fight, I'm going to win, always. You never see the Albanian punchers. I'm waiting for a long time for this big fight coming up, but it's a surprise.
What's your reaction to the fact that Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua has been signed? You are trying to get in the way of that fight happening, right?
It's not gonna happen. I'm gonna cancel that fight. I'm gonna win in July 25th. Knockout, brother.
All eyes are locked in as experts weigh in on the potential clash, admitting it is hard to judge Anthony Joshua based on his recent fight with Jake Paul. They note Tyson Fury looked solid in his comeback outing, yet still show a clear lean toward Joshua in this matchup. Stylistically, many have always favored AJ, although Fury's recent performances have slightly shifted opinions. Some believe ring rust plays a part, but overall, Joshua still feels like the more natural pick for this kind of heavyweight battle.
I think it's difficult at this second because I can't judge Anthony off the Jake Paul fight, his last time in action. I think Fury looked well the other night, but if I'm going, I've always gone with AJ in this fight, stylistically.
Really?
I always have, until Fury recently has looked, like I say, the comeback fight of the day, I think he looked well.
Breaking it down further, analysts say Fury looks more hittable than before, with his movement and legs not quite as sharp as in earlier years. That subtle decline gives Joshua a better chance than he had in previous discussions. However, questions remain about AJ himself, with some wondering if he has become a bit more cautious compared to his earlier aggressive self. In the end, it feels balanced, with both fighters showing strengths and flaws that could swing the fight either way on the night.
But do you think he was more hittable, against Makhmudov? Yeah, he did. He had moments in that fight. Yeah, and I get the ring rust, etc., being out of the ring so long, but he is more hittable these days. The legs have slowed a bit. He's more hittable, and that gives AJ probably a better chance than when you felt that AJ would win before.
But is AJ a little bit gun shy compared to what we're talking about, at one time? Do you know what I mean? So I think it swings and roundabouts.
And here you are. No one is agreeing on what happens next, and that is exactly what makes this heavyweight story so electric. From shock stoppage calls to cold point decisions and bold knockout warnings, every voice paints a different ending for Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. But the real question is, when the bell finally rings, whose prediction comes closest to reality? If you enjoyed this breakdown, like the video, subscribe, and stay tuned, because the next twist in this heavyweight saga could change everything.